going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is the return of Stellaris. I think it's pronounced that way, or maybe it's Stellaris, but these are both from the channel Bradley Sisper. We're listening to Faster Than Light, instrumental version, followed by Towards Utopia from Stellaris Utopia. Requested by Tornhire. Thank you so much. The only thing I remember from this game is that it was a 4X game, which I can't remember what that even stands for. It's like Explore... Extract, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. But it's a strategy game. And I do recall that it was really relaxing and just super ambient. And I'm not going to lie, this week has been kind of stressful for me. So, in some weird way, I'm kind of looking forward to this more so than your typical video, just because I just need to unwind. But this is Stellaris. Faster Than Light. Sorry if I'm saying things wrong. Let's go. It already feels good. You know, one thing I'm learning a lot in my 30s that everybody should do, just take care of yourself when you're have like mental days. You know, go somewhere you really like, eat one of your favorite foods, go to a spa, whatever. Just, it's okay to take breaks. It's not lame. Yeah, this video came out at a good time. This is how I feel internally. Or it's gonna soothe how I feel internally. It's like a musical band-aid right now. Faster than light. Real question, is there anything faster than light? I was under the assumption that is the fastest thing in the galaxy. I feel like the next couple minutes are just gonna be. This is a collective video for everyone to just be tranquil for the day. This is your internet checkpoint of relaxation today. It almost sounds like the equivalent of like a space organ. Like the chords in the background. Sounds very like classical music. I like the timing of the snare here before it goes back to the kind of traditional rhythm. That sounds very... It feels like old meets new here. Remove everything else and you have Castlevania or... you know... If I recall correctly, these songs are less story-driven and more on repeat for hours. But I could be wrong. Also, this image is amazing. I would say it's easy to miss, but like we can see daytime to nighttime immediately. It's really cool. I'm guessing this is kind of its own planet or something, and that's the moon. Yeah, repetition. Just a bunch of repetition. It feels very engaging to the mind, getting you to think where to place things, strategize. I'm gonna keep my thoughts brief here because I feel like the next song is going to pretty much continue this feeling here. Again, I don't know anything about 4X games. I can just kind of assume what they are, but assuming isn't, always the greatest thing because I don't want to undermine it. To me, when I think of these types of games, I think they're kind of in the same realm as something as like SimCity, maybe those. There's another game too. I forgot what it's called. It's not Civilization. Is it Civilization? No, it's not Civilization. It's one where you just basically create a functioning city with an economy, sewage system, all that kind of stuff. But then there's also games like Frostpunk, if I recall, and the music is kind of similar there. And that game is basically a ticking time bomb. I'm not sure if that's the same thing here. I also don't know. There's a lot I don't know, obviously. Is it multiplayer? Is it single player? Is it made to play forever? Does it end at a certain point? There's just a whole lot of mystery in the air to me. But I can see and hear that the music is in the nicest way possible. I just mean it as a literal term. It's very stagnant. It feels good to just it reminds me of stuff I would hear in order to calm down. It's not necessarily, and that's what's cool about video game music to me. Truthfully, it's not always about the bombastic boss themes and all this and that. It's just all walks of life, even in the VGM world, because that's what makes the game. And that's just kind of what I was going through in my head the whole time. I was trying to... Well, I don't want to worry anybody saying I had a stressful week. I'm just a human being and I have stressful weeks just like everybody else. I'm fine. I'm just saying that I was using this time to kind of meditate, if you will. And that's just one of two. So curious on what the title is. Faster Than Light. As far as I know, that doesn't exist, but let me know how wrong I am. This is a little longer. Towards Utopia from Stellaris Utopia. I think this is the first time I hear anything from Utopia, which I would have to guess is an expansion. This actually, does it say what this is? No, it doesn't. This one doesn't. This one doesn't either. Actually, let me read like a few comments from the. I don't know if these are spoilers, so I'm just gonna read like 2 or 3 comments from. Whoa, it's got 1 million views on Faster Than Light. Born too late to explore the world. Born too early to explore the galaxy. Born just in time to play Paradox games. Is that the developer? If Stellaris were a TV show, this would be the opening theme. Everyone's just typing like dialogue that's in the game, and everyone's agreeing with it. So, huh. I like how it sounds like it's telling a story. It starts out mellow and lonely, perhaps signifying a young civilization still looking for a life elsewhere, progressively becoming more energetic, as if that civilization began to find its place in the universe, with all its stories and conflicts being told at once. I feel like they should have a channel like mine. This is Towards Utopia. That's a statement. Let's go. That's awesome to read something like that, because it's essentially what, I'm doing. But it depends on the song and depends on my mood for me to like get that imaginative with it. I wonder what I said the first time I heard this game. I know I was calm then, though. I saw my thumbnail and I'm just like drifting off into space. No pun intended. I like this already. Very sci-fi. Some of this music reminds me of Halo a little bit too, as far as atmosphere goes. Not necessarily melodies. It's a space station? This one gives me more of a pulse feeling. It feels active, like engagement. Triumphant. You know what this reminds me of? A movie that I've always been wanting to watch in my bucket list is Interstellar. I've never seen that movie, but I've heard good things, and I've heard the soundtrack is also very, very, very good. I guess the name is kind of similar, and it just made me think of it. But it also sounds like a movie soundtrack. Like, quite a bit, actually. It's a full-on orchestra. Strong. I have a feeling this composer this is their forte. This is their strength, is this kind of stuff. film and TV. If I had to guess. Second comment. I swear this could be in a movie. Oh. I like this right here. What if this is just one of those games where it's way bigger than I think it is? I didn't see the view count on this one. 100,000. Maybe Stellaris is just gigantic. Maybe it has orchestra tours. I don't know. Like, for example, when I was listening to Warhammer, I had no idea how big that game was. Sounds like flight now. This sounds like the end. Is this like credits or something? Feels like the complete opposite feeling of the last song. Ooh. This song is serious. Towards Utopia sounds like a Final Mission type of song name. Still ascending. This is a straight crescendo right now. Flutes. The DNA from the last song. I don't know if that's a motif from the last one, but it sounds similar. Dude. Yeah, so it's like a mixture of a lot of things. Older sounds, newer sounds, sci-fi, cinematic, orchestral, classical. And again, the pulse. It feels like this is like, oh, you know what's a good word for this? Adrenaline. I feel like I could wrap up this whole song feeling with adrenaline. That whole last section just felt like a steady climb. And now we've kind of like leveled out. I don't know, dude. It's a 4X game, so it's like, wow. I'm kind of tempted to... Oh, it's a fade out. Ooh. Not only a crescendo, but a fade out on the way down. I'm kind of tempted to pull up my other Stellaris video and see what the comments said back then. I'll do it in a second, though. Wow. That was cool because it had its own identity for, like, 90% of the song. You know, this whole, like, rising orchestral feel. And then... very end, it goes back to like that familiar, what I'm guessing is the familiar sound of Stellaris, because it sounded like Faster Than Light a little bit. And I feel there's a bunch of that. When it's like that kind of melody, and I mean this in a nice way, I feel like it's just, it can just be used a lot. It's just so universal. And then you just build around it differently. But there's a lot of soundtracks that have that, you know, that just that kind of, that pulse. It's almost like noteless, even though it's not. But it feels that way, musically, to me at least. Kind of like the blood pumping of a song, I guess, you know, which goes in hand with rhythm, because rhythm, heart, blood, whatever. It just feels like a really emotional kind of conclusion. I don't know if this is a conclusion, but it definitely was a crescendo for like 5 minutes straight, just kind of rising with volume until it hit its peak, and then it just all started to fade away and actually fade out. So let me know if actually this song repeats like I imagine most songs do, or is this one like this? It's 8 minutes, so I don't know. Let me make a quick cut so I can see what people were saying the last time I heard Stellaris. Give me 1 second. Alright, so the video I did before was Creation and Beyond and Deep Space Travel, and that was almost a year ago. So, let's see, we have... This is a symphony of the creation of the universe and life. Literally, from nothing to everything. This music is your mental footstep into uncovered universes. Waldtoft does the mix between synth and classic instruments blatantly godlike genius well. I don't know what Waldtoft is. Stellaris for me is one of the best video game music. It's so epic, but still chill. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Paradox strategy games have amazing music. Oh, okay, so Paradox is the dev, I guess. I'd highly recommend music from Hearts of Iron 4 as well. Is Paradox, is this like all they do? Is what they're known for? Or what else do they do besides 4X? Someone said it kind of sounds like Minecraft. I get comments from all over. People that never play the game, people that have hours and hours, so I'm trying to get everything. Speaking of similar sounding music, the Stellaris soundtrack reminds me a lot of Mass Effect. And it's really not because one would be copying the other, but rather because it's both separately in their respective genres are going for a very classic, recognizable sci-fi space opera theme, immediately setting the mood for you. Okay. As someone with over a couple thousand hours of Stellaris game time, I still don't get tired of the soundtrack. To the Ends of the Galaxy hits just as hard as it did at launch. Yeah, so they have people really attach themselves to this kind of stuff, which makes sense, right? I spent 15 minutes with the music. Imagine 100+ hours just investing time, and what I would have to imagine is a game that lets you have a lot of creative freedom. So that's gonna stick with you. But cool. And Utopia, interesting title too, because of what that means. Let me know what's going on here and your thoughts of Stellaris. I still have no idea how to say it. And what else has Paradox done? Thank you to the requester, and thanks to everyone you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium later.